Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming to the investor call stream yesterday. Today we have some important news to talk about. A lot more information has been uncovered, so do drop a like if you want more content like this. Anyway, enjoy the video. So first of all, I'd like to thank everyone that came to the stream yesterday. We had a lot of fun, but we also saw a lot of new news for the next Battlefield game. So it's gonna be the largest ever dev team for Battlefield, as we already knew. It's gonna have a definite next-gen experience for Battlefield fans. Has everything we love, game-changing destruction, unexpected moments. So everything we love basically means, the most requested features in my eyes. So for example, game crashing was a huge problem in Battlefield 4. Hopefully they fixed that at launch. Maybe, crashing planes was also, added into the game, so you could actually crash land your plane. And game-changing destruction. Now, game-changing destruction is something we're gonna be seeing much more, but it seems like they're gonna be taking, a next step for the next Battlefield game. Definite next-gen experience for Battlefield fans mostly means that it's gonna be for the next-gen platforms, or it's really gonna be optimized for those next-gen platforms. And if you ever saw, PS5 gameplay, it really looks like it's played on an RTX graphics card. It looks really strong so far, and I'm definitely surprised how far we have come from a PS4 to a PS5. We also have the largest ever dev team for Battlefield, but we already knew that. Still awesome news, because this means there's gonna be a lot of content in this Battlefield game, especially with EA going all in into this one. It's gonna be revealed next month. So I know there have been some teasers or some speculation that it's gonna be this month. Hopefully we get, some teasers this month, and we get, more information next month, or an actual reveal, and we get a few teasers. There's gonna be gameplay in summer, so I'm expecting that on July 22nd. And I think so, that is definitely the most possible theory. I wouldn't know what else they would, present at the EA Play event. But this is really good news overall, because gameplay in summer could also mean we're getting, an open alpha. We're not exactly sure. So either of those are really awesome. If we get some gameplay in summer already, that would be so amazing. Mobile Battlefield is still in early testing. Release year is fiscal year 22, so that's pretty good. I like this. More ways to play. Unsure as to which Battlefield this is related to. Probably more ways to play your character, so more ways, maybe to sneak behind, maybe to flank, maybe to destroy, maybe to just, snipe, relax and snipe. Any of these are possible. I guess these are more ways to play. Maybe this also means multiple game modes. Battlefield launches with the holiday season. This is something we already knew, so not much to look into. But if I would have to guess, I would say October. We're definitely gonna be knowing that next month. Will be available for last gen and next gen consoles. So that was so freaking shocking to me. If you saw my stream, I was really shocked, because we heard nothing about last gen consoles, and considering a lot of people still have last gen consoles, not next gen consoles, very few amount of people actually have next gen consoles so far. With such a big shortage, a lot of people still have a PS4 and Xbox One, or simply cannot afford a good PC yet, and you have to understand that. And PC, of course it's gonna be on PC. Player count, destruction, etc will be limited on last gen. However, it's two completely different games, but it's available for both platforms. That's what you have to note here. So player count, destruction will be limited on the last gen console. So if you have a PS4, yes, your destruction will be limited. What did you expect? Now, player count will also be only 32 versus 32, but hey, you get to play Battlefield on your old 2013 or 2014 console, so you should be really happy with this one, because if you don't have that PS5, you would be in a bit of trouble when it releases, right? So this is really exciting news. Battlefield monetization will be conservative. Now, what does this mean? I assume they mean a less heavy-handed approach than they say Apex, but I can't be sure. And I guess this means, something Don Henderson explained this later on, that I will actually read into this. Battle Royale, nothing announced currently, but starting next month with the reveal, and afterwards we can expect more info. And this is what I have been saying. A Battle Royale is probably gonna be, after Battlefield releases, so maybe a few months later after Battlefield releases. But Battle Royale, nothing to announce currently, but definitely, they neither denied, neither confirmed it as I was watching it on stream. So this is really good news overall for all Battle Royale fans, especially, with so many studios that worked on it. What else could we have expected? It's also gonna have epic scale battles, destruction, unbelievable player counts, which of course they just gets repeated, but that's good. Long-term engagement and previous service, and not that premium. Some long-term engagement is going to be a key factor here because it draws players in for longer periods of time. And this is awesome news. They're going to be caring about the community. They're going to be caring about support, everything we have so far. This is going to be one of the games, that's going to be lasting for a long time, just like Warzone. Warzone did the same thing. Look at what happened with it now. It's one of the biggest franchises so far, and everything about the game is spectacular. Great relaunch of the franchise and a credible large long service into the future. People will be blown away by the trailer. I'm sure of it. I'm sure they will be blown away, if you get me. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop with the jokes. But development being ahead of expectations. DICE Stockholm, DICE LA, Criterion, EA Gothenburg, entire Frostbite team. Yo, EA has put all resources, like all their chips, into this project, so that's really exciting news. I really like this one. Making the best Battlefield innovative and creative experience. I think they will also add new game modes, which we have not heard so far. Definitely a few new ones to play, and incredible ambition towards Battlefield. Putting Criterion on the team was the right and a great choice for the game's development. So Criterion definitely knows what they're doing. I think, they know what they were doing with the previous Battlefield game. If they only developed it, a bit more, if they were instructed to develop it a bit more. But right now, what they have been working so far and what we see with Apex Legends, I have no doubts the next Battle Royale, if it's in fact Battle Royale, which surely it's going to be, like, considering how Apex Legends is so popular, we have so much progress. We'll also have live service, not confirmed on stream as of yet, just talked about, so may or may not be related to Battlefield. They're aiming to bring more people into it and then keep them engaged and inside the system for as long as possible. And this is something I have been talking about. This keeps me pretty excited. I would love to see a live service here. Now, a live service is not going to be the one you expect, like in Battlefield 5 when, they just cut everything off. But it's going to be something like Warzone, bringing in seasons. Bringing in new seasons for Battlefield was what is needed. Lots of expectations for Battlefield by them. They say they can't give an estimated number as nothing is unreachable. They know it will be huge. They're confident that they will exceed this unreachable number of sales, I presume. Apologize for any repeated stuff and weird formatting. So they were very vague, but we actually got more information. Of course, they have to be vague to not reveal too much info about the game, but so much new information came out from the investor call. If anyone remembers the February one, all they said we get more info in spring, and then they just can't talk about it and denied all the callers. But this time, they actually replied what they're hoping for the next Battlefield game and are being pretty open with us, all the investors and all, the Battlefield community. So transparency is key here, and I definitely do support that. Right now, they became transparent with this live stream, and it definitely did bring some of the hype back from what we are seeing over here. No comments at the moment regarding Battle Royale and Battlefield. And, this is just oof. No, but seriously, though, I just think, it's going to take some time for Battle Royale to happen. And that's completely fine. But they have some big plans for Battlefield Battle Royale, most likely. That's the only possible thing, right? With Apex Legends being so huge, there's no doubt about this one. Like, they better have a Battle Royale. They have perfect engine for it. It could be so much better than Warzone. And, Warzone has no competition right now. If Battlefield releases a Battle Royale, it will finally be some big competition with destruction. That would be simply awesome. Imagine someone camping in a house in a Battle Royale game or a squad, and you call in an airstrike, you call in, I don't know, a ship. You just destroy a few buildings, and you find where the Battlefield Battle Royale player is hiding. So I'd much rather them focus on classic Battlefield multiplayer. Battle Royale would be cool, but it's just not Battlefield. Yeah, but there's like 5 studios, dude. Studio has to work on something else. And people, a lot of people don't understand this. There's multiplayer, and then there's Battle Royale. Battle Royale brings a lot of money, and so does multiplayer. Multiplayer is already being worked on. It can be worked on much more. So just so you know, I feel like there will be a Battle Royale. June reveal confirmed for Battlefield. Now, this is not new news, as they just again confirmed it, that it's coming in June. But June is not that far off, so that's like, what, 2 weeks? Again, not that bad. I'm definitely hyped for June. It's just, we thought we would get something this month, but it seems like we're getting, a few teases, maybe a bit more information. Definitely something to keep us excited, and I'm really looking forward to June overall. Like, I really like this one. Battlefield confirmed to be next gen and past gen, as was Tom Henderson tweeted. Previous generation player destruction and more will be scaled back for previous generation consoles. And yeah, I really like this one. We knew nothing about Sebastian so far, and we finally have a confirmation, so really good news. In regards to the Battle Royale question, Wilson replied nothing to announce at the moment on either annualized release of the Battlefield or the nature of the modes in the coming Battlefield game. We're going to talk a lot around that in the months to come. In regards to monetization, EA was very strong on Apex Legends and its monetization, which discussing Battlefield, Andrew Wilson stated we're very excited for a franchise as a whole as we add new platforms and business models. And then how do we think about modalities of play in business models? So basically he's taking investor talk. We really have to translate this one. Even I hardly understood it. Further extend our reach and penetration of that game on a global play basis across platforms, across geographies, across business models. And so you'll hear a lot more from us in the months ahead. So basically they're trying to say, you know, Apex Legends was doing very good, and correct me if I'm wrong here, and so Battlefield Battle Royale, you know, will do pretty good as well if it's out. So they definitely have hinted towards Battlefield Battle Royale. A lot of people are not going to be happy with that. Personally, I think 90% of the people are going to be happy with that, and the 10% weren't happy with, you know, Battlefield 5 Battle Royale. But it's free content. It's legit free content. There's nothing to be worried about over here. And a lot of people, you know, who complain about that probably won't be playing the next Battlefield game at all. I had to look back at the past earnings call, but this is the first earnings call prior to reveal where EA has not mentioned a campaign coming to this year's Battlefield. Could be something, could be nothing. As I mentioned for the past couple of months, I'm yet to hear a campaign. It doesn't mean there isn't one, but it's very unusual to not hear of an info on an info dump. I don't know about the campaign. Like, no info could mean no campaign. But again, Tom Henderson is just saying there is no information. Could be top secret. Could be big top secret right now. We shall see when that releases. Honestly, much rather have a Battlefield 6 with no campaign. Yeah, but a lot of people feel, you know, campaign telling a beautiful story about love and stuff, you know, about destruction. You know, a lot of Battlefield games basically had an introduction with a, you know, Battlefield campaign. Maybe we just get an intro. That would be pretty awesome. But I don't think a campaign is happening. Like, the games are changing and less of the games actually have a campaign, because, you know, this is just related to Call of Duty, but maybe Call of Duty is releasing this year. We're still not sure, so maybe it has some competition. Definitely will keep you updated on this one. Yesterday's the investor call was super interesting in regards to the Battlefield trailer. Blake Jorgensen, CFO and COO, said, I'd love to tell you what I said when I saw the trailer last week, but I can't because we'll get censored. And I guess what he meant by that is, you know, he can't talk about the trailer, and this doesn't necessarily mean that the reveal trailer is being changed, that some have speculated, but this is possible because it's not uncommon for a CFO, COO, or even CEO see a trailer for one of their franchises further down the production line as it nears competition. EA's chief studio, Laura Miele, on March 1st stated, we've recently seen the first version of the reveal trailer for Battlefield, and shaping up to be truly amazing first look at the groundbreaking game. This was followed by the project is tracking towards the franchise's earliest alpha. The gameplay is an unprecedented scale, and we're taking full advantage of the technology in the next-gen consoles. There's no amount of time for trailer production, as for example, Rainbow Six Quarantine was created in 1.5 months, and the Skull and Bones trailer was created in about 6 months, according to art director Jacob Jablonski from Plastic Image. So trailers can take different amount of times. You know, if they can make another trailer in a month, that would be POG. But will they change the trailer? Is that trailer even real? With EA Play being around 6 weeks away from the trailer, in which we'll get a gameplay trailer, I'd surprise announcement or two at that event. I believe that the reveal trailer is just still in production and being polished off. I definitely agree with that. You can't make something in like a month, especially not a very good trailer, which has to be sent to, you know, hundreds of people to give their own advice back to it, and possibly getting leaked in the process. It's still in production, so we saw that, you know, some time ago, but on March 1st, so being, you know, created for like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, who knows? Possibly a long time. So definitely keep that up to date. But that should give you more information, you know, inside the Battlefield franchise. Relaunch of the franchise / Battlefield. So he's pretty sure the next game is going to be called simply Battlefield. And it's very likely. It's very likely that it won't be like, it will be completely like Warzone. Your only objective for today is to survive till June. Legit. I mean, it's only 2 more weeks, right? So survive till June, stay with me here. I'll have a lot more news to cover. Hopefully, I really do hope so. And if you want more content like this, do drop a like. It's a bit longer video, but it explains everything we saw yesterday fully in detail. I'll keep you up to date, I promise. This is Battlefield Central. Sign out for today.